Alright, ke mphulaphuli ixesha lakho elichanekileyo imizuzu emibini imizuzu ngamashumi amabini anesibhozo emveni kwentsimbi yokuqala ke sikuphathela ke phayana ke uMr Mashudu Maande sizawuqala ke ngoku ke ne-interview yakhe ke sive into yokubana ngaba phaa ngalaa ntsimbi yesibini bazawube bethetha ngantoni, bazawube besiphathele ntoni na ukanti ke okwangoku ke masisiye phaa kuye ke siya ke ngoza nothando esithi isela
90.6 98.4 number 99.9.
Mr. Mashudu, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Let me take this opportunity and greet you and also welcome you to our show. Welcome, Mr. Mashudu. Let me give you this opportunity to greet our listeners and to also introduce yourself.
Okay, thank you. Greetings to the listener and also to you at studio. So my name is Mashudu Maande. I'm the founder of Zonaka MLM Holdings, and we are a triple BE advisory company. So we consult for private and public sector companies in terms of triple BE compliance.
Okay, just briefly, Mr. Mashudu, can you please maybe explain to our listeners what do you mean by triple BEE and what does it basically do?
Okay, by triple BE we mean the broad-based Black economic empowerment is one of the key legislation to drive transformation and also to redress the past in terms of addressing the inequality that was created by the apartheid era. And on triple BE, we've got 5 pillars of the scorecard where Black-owned SMMEs and Black people can be able to benefit on the legislation, because we've got ownership that talks to Black people participating into the ownership of private sector. We've got management control where we say Black people, they must be able to participate in the management level of companies, and they must be trained. Then we've got enterprise and supply development, which is one of the key elements in the triple BE legislation that talks to companies buying from Black-owned companies that are small, that are at least 51% Black-owned, youth-owned, and all those things. So when they buy from those companies, bigger companies, they get points in terms of BEE.
All right. I hear you say. Apologies for the noise that has been happening in the background. I think our technical guys are dealing with it. Apologies for that. But can you just briefly elaborate on what you guys will be talking about today in your Zoom meeting?
Okay, so Zonaka, in collaboration with Entrepreneur Connect Africa, we will be hosting a webinar today at 2:00, looking at issues that are affecting SMMEs and also unpacking solutions and opportunities that will help SMME businesses to grow and increase their participation into the mainstream economy. So we'll be looking at discussing what is the BE codes and what is the impact of BE codes, which elements within the BE codes are important for SMMEs and also for Black people as general. How do you qualify to participate in the BE programs as an SMME? We also have a representative from a small business department who will be coming and taking us through in terms of different initiatives that small business will be offering to SMMEs. So that also gives exposure to SMMEs to know what kind of initiative they can be able to participate in. Because looking at what has happened during the pandemic, we've realized that most Black-owned SMMEs have closed down due to lack of getting access to opportunities, and by virtue of them closing, there was a number of job loss that were created. So many people are now unemployed. So we are trying to redress that and to close that gap for Black people so that they can be able to identify those opportunities and then they can come on board and participate into those opportunities.
All right, Mr. Mashudu. To someone who's listening right now, who's interested to attend the webinar, where are you going to share the links? What are your social media platforms where you have posted the links for the webinar?
So we have shared the links for the webinar on Facebook. If you go to Facebook and you search for EC Africa, or you can also search for Mashudu Maande, is MASHUDU MANNDE. If you search for Mashudu Maande on Facebook, you will find the links for the webinar. The webinar will be hosting it via Zoom, and also for those who have LinkedIn, they can go to LinkedIn. They will also get the information there. If
All
they
right,
just
sir.
search for EC Africa or Mashudu Maande.
All right. I'm looking at the time, and your webinar is about to start right now. So I just don't want to hold you here. I know you have commitments to make. So thank you so much, sir, for your time, and thank you for joining us. Hopefully, people will attend the webinar and they will learn from it.
Thank you. Thank you for offering us this opportunity, as we are using this webinar as an instrument for us to create awareness among Black people so that they become familiar in terms of the benefits that are there. And they are the intended beneficiaries of BEE, so they need to be able to participate in the BEE legislation. So we're doing this. This is the first one. We are going to have many other webinars to come, and let's hope that some of your listeners will join us and they'll be able to get value from it.
All right. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Alright, Kempulapuli ibinguye phayana Mr. Mashudu Maande esuka phayana kuZawanaka MLM Holdings esitsho ke bana bazabe be-unpacka phayana ii-codes ze-BBBEE ukanti bezabe ke besitsho into yokubana ngaba bangancedisa njani na amashishini asakhulayo into yokubana ngabo nawo akwazi ukuphuhla nangokwezezimali ngayo yonke loo nto. Ukanti ke watsho ke into yokubana ngaba umntu ofuna iinkcukacha malunga nale webinar bazabe beyibambe phaa ngalaa ntsimbi yesibini, ungamkhangela phayana ku-Facebook uMashudu Maande, uzazifumana zonke ii-details phayana nee-links zakhona.